Alright, YouTube, what's going on? It's ya boy.
It's you. You and I walked together as the tower burned. And now, here you stand. Your light burns a path before us. And on that path, I see many battles ahead of you. Battles only you can win. The crucible of Lord Shaxx will prepare you. In my arena, should a Titan stand in your way, crush him. If a hunter confronts you, break her blade. If a warlock speaks, feed him his words. There is only one path to victory, Guardian. See you on the battlefield.
Whoa. Ooh. Alright. I'm not actually looking at
when
this.
you return, Titan.
Yeah, okay, alright, I get it.
Hey there.
Right.
Careful out there. Are you still with us?
I kind of like the story mode. The spaceship kind of looks like a stingray.
Don't get cocky now that you've got your powers back. The EDZ is rough, especially around the Old Town. Just remember, refugees from the city have it a lot rougher. You want to help them? Find Devram Kay.
I like this suit. It's just, there's nothing special about it. It doesn't stand out in any way. Although designs are cool, but... Well, this thing is hard to use. What's up? Wee Man's online.
A guest, and here I have no tea to serve. These are dire times indeed. Devrim K, the 8th, at your service. City militia, back when there was a city. Now I serve at the pleasure of my dear friend Soraya Hawthorne. First on the docket, contact other refugees and tell them of the farm. That means building a comm network from the ground up. And even though I happen to be a damn good shot, the Fallen are giving me a devil of a time. I dare say you can handle a few rounds with the enemy. I've seen what Guardians can do. Right. I think it's time to let the guns do the talking now. Don't you? Looking for something?
What's your question? Ask me your question.
Let's get started. There's a banner on the main floor. Give it a look, will you?
This is a House of Judgment sigil. We used to work with a Fallen who flew this banner.
Curious. Well, the Fallen seem to have put this up as a bit of a threat. I imagine you'll find lots of objects like this out there. Bit of a story to them. We both need some supplies to get going out here. See if you find a cache in one of the buildings nearby.
Lean? That's put on lean. Yeah, that's basically like a mortgage. A lien on the house.
Very well done. To survive, we'll have to look for every opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled for more supplies in the wilds. Speaking of the wilds, there's a symbol on the wall of the church. Take a look.
For mortgages.
Devrim, where did this symbol come from?
I believe your city hunters must have put them here and there about the region as they scouted around. I think they meant it to mark something special. Or dangerous.
Or both. Let's go check it out. The history of this region is fascinating. I believe tunnels and caves like the one you're in now
stretch all across the EDZ. Who knows what's lurking down there? Be careful.
That's what's... Yes, yes, yes.
Just snagged the key code from that captain. I think I can open his supply cache.
Good work down there, you two. Keep an eye out for other hidey holes and treasures like this one.
All right, hey, I got a
another
question
day.
for y'all.
In the meantime,
Now that
what
Wee
say
Man
we
brought
get
up
down
this
to business?
conversation,
Come on back up to the church tower. I'm putting a kettle on.
I shouldn't be doing this because I'm streaming. I'll ask you after this, after I'm streaming. I'm playing Destiny 2 right now, and it's actually really good. I think it's better than Destiny 1. I think it's good. I mean, what is it about Destiny that the community doesn't like again? Well, that was the Destiny 1.
Welcome back. This time I did make tea for you, but I seem to have drunk it all. Perhaps if you were a mite quicker. Right. Aim well.
Wait, say that again? Huh, that's weird. I mean, I know, from all I ever hear is how much the Destiny fan base is fucking furious. Like, they are like legit so upset. And like, here I am, and I don't really give a fuck about the game. I just think it's fun as fuck. Yeah, there was a lot of grinding. surprised you know so much about it. Are you a big fan of this game? Are you serious? Damn. Yeah. The only thing that I don't. Okay, so one thing that I noticed about this game is that, like, number one, all problems that you face in the game get solved with a gun, and number two, it doesn't really take a brain to use it. Like, the story is like self-explanatory. You just kind of just show up, shoot some stuff, and then there's like a movie that starts. I noticed that a lot of people, like, they just like to play FPSs because they want to run around and slay. Like, that's all that I've noticed that they want to do, and that's fine, but... So they did improve it, is what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I have friends who, like, all they do is just rage on the game. It's like, dude, why don't you just uninstall the game and never play it? Because that's all they do is they just play it and they rage on it, like, constantly. Like, there's no, like, strategy with their raginess, you know? Like, they just are like, oh my god, all the time whenever they play this game. And then they're like, whine, and they take that stuff and they're like, oh my god, blah, blah. Like that, and I'm like, dude, you know, like, okay, maybe you should just try a different game. This game doesn't make you feel any better. Me, I just play the game just to play the game. Like, that's it. I just think I know the tasks are repetitive, but it's I mean, I noticed that from the first, you know, day I played it. What I like about it is just that it's open world. Pretty much it. Open world, you know, you can start missions and stuff and just start slaying. Oh, I saw those. Yeah, I never got any of them. And that's another thing. These guys had, like, legit badass guns and they were still raging. And I had, like, you know, a pea shooter. And I was like, it's okay, dude. I don't have anything. And then, like, or, like, you have guys who, like, know what they're doing, right? And, like, I'm on their team and I'm like, hey, dude, let's do this thing that way I can get this thing. They're like, no, you know, you have to do it by yourself because I did it by myself. And I'm like, bro, who gives a fuck what you did? I just want to get a new gun, you know? And they're like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, I'm high enough level. Let's do this. No, I'm gonna get it by myself. Okay, fine, whatever. And then he joins up with like 3 other people. How long has Destiny 2 been out for? I did play Destiny 1, you know, like, but I didn't have a fun time because, like, if you were to change out you and Snoop, right, two dudes in the clan that I made that are, you know, and just replace it with like whiny fucking guys that are constantly whining, like can't even have a conversation because they just whine too much while playing the game. While playing the game, like mind you, like while playing the game. Like, not saying like, oh hey, you should do better, like just with solid fucking hate of this game. And like, just, that was my Destiny 1 experience, is just whiny ass people. So, I kind of don't, I mean, even my cousin whined about it, bro. Like, he whined about it. And he doesn't even, like, he doesn't like Destiny, right? But I bought it for him anyways, it was like $30. And then, we're playing it, and he's like, I hate this game, it's not like Call of Duty at all. And I'm like, this is when he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, bro, it's not Call of Duty. Okay, not every first person shooter is Call of Duty. Like right now, I'm just using my super and Wrecking Shop. So leveling up. This is kind of cool. Constantly busting up people. And these guys just keep restarting the same mission, busting out the monsters. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're just playing the trial. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just playing the trial right now. I'm not in any. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I like that concept. I think that's just interesting. Yeah, like that's, I mean, I like first person shooters, right? And like, so I play a lot of Siege, okay? And like Siege takes a lot of tacticalism, a lot of teamwork. It's all about understanding the map and your operators and angles, and there's not a lot of running and gunning, right? But then you have like Call of Duty, which is a lot of running and gunning, you know, and it's controlling spawns, which is, and the same mechanics pretty much are in Halo. It's a little bit different, but ultimately you just have respawn after respawn and you just slay. And then you have what's the NPC again? I can't remember. Oh, in Destiny, yeah. In Destiny, you know, you run into that, which I think is actually kind of cool. Like it's sure it's repetitive, but it's open world-ish, which is about as best as you're gonna get with like the technology nowadays, the way programming is. The graphics look kind of cartoony, which is cool because it's a sci-fi thing. Like I'm fighting aliens, and I go to different planets and stuff. So the story behind it is pretty creative, and the guns are creative as well. So those are like the things that I like Destiny for. But whenever I hear about how much people hate Destiny, I kind of like, what is this? And then they start talking about all this stuff that I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, which is the reason why I guess I don't, you know, hate it as much as them, or I don't have a problem with the development of the game, because I just don't know that much about it. Oh yeah, the RPG aspect to it. I I've never been on the winning side of the RPG, but I still like it. You know, I've never had the coolest gear. In fact, I had to like pay $10 for a cool motorbike. Actually, I think I paid 20 because the first one I got was garbage. But I mean, like I said, I've never been on like the winning side for gear. I just think it's a fun game to, because like I said, the thing that I noticed about it is that you don't have to have a brain to play this game. It's you just like walk up and shoot stuff, push a button, and then start shooting enemies. There's no brain usage here. So like that to me tells me like, hey dude, just play the game, you know. But some people like they're so used to thinking about video games that they have just naturally just a lot of thought on how things should play out. Because when you spend a lot of time playing video games, you have your own critic and you learn, you've seen what is good and what is bad. And then what what else I find amazing is like the same people who like me, right, who know a pretty good amount of stuff about video games, right? But I would never ever go to school and learn how to make a video game, to see what it actually takes to make a video game and see why games are the way they are, why, you know. I would never do that. Not because I can't, right? But because I think I have other purpose. But I know other people who do nothing but just like work at a retail store, you know, as like a supervisor, not even a manager, but as a supervisor. And they're like, like they have all this free time, which all they do is just like poke their butt and like complain about stuff. And I'm like, dude, why don't you go to school and like get out there and like, you know, get involved with people. Yeah, get involved with the world around you, maybe. And they're like, no, that's just gay. It's all bullshit. Like, what the fuck? It's not all bullshit. Yeah, that's correct. Because it's super cheap to make a video game. Their market is fucking huge. All they have to do is make it and then create it in digital format. There's no shipping. There's not really much to it other than that. Like a small percent of it gets shipped out. The employees, you know, there's not a whole lot of shipping and moving that you have to do on a regular basis. It's just people sitting at a desk. And then once when you make the product, your customer clicks on a button and gives you money. Like that's like to me that's pretty simple. You don't have to like constantly be moving product or stocking shelves, or I mean there's constant work, but it's not, you don't really make a whole lot of low-paying jobs, you know what I'm saying? Because like you know, most of these companies nowadays, it's like a penny, bro. The whole thing is like 1 penny. That's what I'm saying. The whole thing, maybe like 2 pennies. That's no more than a nickel. Yeah. Because that's what they specialize in. But that's also what I said. That's probably not even most of their sales. Not every single one of their sales comes from it. I'd say like less than half of their sales come from those little DVD things. I'd say a big part of their DLC just comes from customers clicking a button on the Xbox store or something like that. And that's why software engineering is so like such a moneymaker, and why people really should take advantage of, capitalize on that form of engineering, because everything else you need a physical thing. Like if you do mechanical, you need, you know, the right chemistry set to mix the metals, and then you have to, you know, get the tools that make the metal. You know, it gets kind of expensive really fucking fast. Like one tool will cost you like $100,000 and you'll make one part for it. You know? And so but then like you have a software engineer and all he does is make a program and people click on a button. That is it. That's all they have to do to get their product. There's no shipping, there's no weight distribution, there's no nothing. It's just here, it's online now. It's done. But like, have you ever? I mean, have you ever seen the people who are video game designers? Have you ever? All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I'll catch y'all next time. Subscribe. We do some damage next.